3 public speaking exercises that you can do at your home and become a master speaker without meeting anyone, without seeing anybody, just by practicing on your own. And when you feel ready, you can expand your skill to the outer world. Because many people are afraid of giving talks, of performing, of public speaking, because they have been conditioned to be afraid. They have been conditioned that they are not enough. I wrote to 13,000 people straight DM and got 7,000 responses. And what I heard, the main problem the people had was that they felt they were not enough. But what I mean by feeling not enough, that person has got no money or no time. That's the feeling of being not enough. And many people struggle because when they will be thrown into the water, swim now, they are unable to swim. But if you do those exercises at your home, you slowly can facilitate your skill of talking and your skill of performing, and you can open up slowly. And that's one of the reasons why I created the Alchemy of Voice School. That's another topic, but you can join the waitlist. In our group at the moment, in our school, people are posting their videos. They are performing at their highest peak because they feel safe, they feel heard, they feel that they have a safe environment to do so. So when you do those exercises at home, you have a safe environment to do so, unless there's someone attacking you at your home. Then go into the park. Yes, it may be safer there. But the first exercise is the simplest and most straightforward exercise that you can do. Most probably you have a smartphone or a laptop or any kind of a camera. So you choose a topic. You can always brainstorm them beforehand, so you always have a topic, like how to play with the dog. I tried to speak Chinese. Ching chong. How cutting a tree has given me a mental strength to do other things. Yes, you can just brainstorm topics, whatever you like, or you can propose a question. What is the ideal life I wish to live? Why I feel confident driving in a Range Rover? You see, you can propose those questions, and then you begin to solve a problem. You receive a challenge, and you receive the challenge from yourself, from your own strength. And do it 30 days in a row. And never mind if you miss a day or two, then start. Then just continue where you were left broken. Because quite many people try to be perfectionists. They're hard at themselves. Oh, I stopped after day 5 for 4 days. Now I cannot continue anymore. Of course you can. You can always continue. Life goes on. You go on. And you record 30 days of a video of yourself talking about a topic that resonates with you. Childcare system is corrupted. Yes, yes. And then you can post it on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube. If you feel uncomfortable posting it on a social media platform, you can find a person who you trust, to whom you will send each day a video. And it does not matter, does that person watch it or no. That person is there to make you accountable. He or she just asks, are you going to post it? Where is your video today? So, or if you want to post it on a social media and you feel uncomfortable on your Facebook because your friends will see, then you can make a new YouTube channel and start posting there. I can tell you, it's freaking hard to get any views or subscribers in YouTube. It's very hard to make people to watch your videos. So no worries, you will be quite anonymous. So do it for 30 days and it will dramatically improve your skills of speaking and performing. So the second exercise, which is actually an add-on to the last one, as we all are storytellers, we have our lives, my life, your life. When I just think about a story or a word, I have a keywords. I have a lot of keywords like axe, yes, axe, and a story. My brother and his wife were at our summer house, and my brother's wife is kind of non-athletic, quite big, and we were cutting the firewood, and she says, "Yeah, I wanna cut it too," and then we asked, like, "Okay, have you done it before? Do you know how to hold an axe?" Yes, I know. Don't interrupt me. And then she takes with 2 hands the axe and strikes, and she misses the log and hits the axe straight into her leg. Blood spilling around, everyone in panic. But we handled the situation. She's still alive and walks well. And talks even better. That's just a story. And we all are storytellers. And more we practice our speaking abilities, the better we become in sharing our stories and speaking up in random situations and sharing intricate details about our lives. We feel quite often ashamed. Oh, I don't have enough money, so I'm so ashamed. I have kind of bad relationship. I fight with my wife and my children every day. Don't be ashamed. Just admitting something to the public actually helps you to resolve your anger and your uncompromising nature. So the second exercise, we had this children show in the 90s in Estonia, that Onu Raivo, YouTube liiats. There was this uncle Raivo, and he was drawing pictures on TV and telling stories simultaneously. Fucking, I can't pronounce that word. At the same time, he was drawing and telling the story at the same time. Just a picture he was drawing, and everyone, the children, the adults, they all were watching and fascinated by what he was doing. But you can do, just for 10 days, film yourself telling a story, and then you are drawing, or you can also make a PowerPoint. You can make a PowerPoint and tell a story from PowerPoint, or you can draw something next to you, like a stick man, a cat. You just tell your story in your simplest form of pictures and impressions. It can be really primitive. I am quite bad in drawing. I'm awful in it, but I can do it. I have no problems. Or I can write you words and letters on a... So let's talk about the 4 financial staircases. Okay, so I draw a staircase, I write something finance, etc. And my handwriting and everything is so bad, but I don't care, because actually it's not about that what is written there, but what you are expressing. Your confidence, even if it looks shit, is important. I have seen dyslexic people who cannot write words properly doing presentations by writing words. That's crazy. But they are confident that they are dyslexic, that their message is greater than they themselves. That's the importance. That's the importance of being idle. No? Okay, so do it 10 days and you will improve your storytelling ability hugely. And you can begin by telling your personal stories, and then you can start taking some children's stories, fairy tales or folk tales. Folk tales are awesome. I can tell you so many. Like before, and there was nothing. There was void, emptiness. There was a blacksmith's cottage, and the grandfather was there, hitting that metal. He had been doing it since the times of beginning. But outside of the blacksmith's cottage, there was a little devil, daredevil, just waiting for the grandfather to let him in. But grandfather would not let him in, because he knew when the devil gets into the cottage, he will destroy everything. Not because he's evil or bad, but because he's clumsy. Yeah. So, but one day, grandfather fell asleep. And when grandfather sleeps, he sleeps really deep. And so devil hears, oh, grandfather is sleeping. I must sneak in and see what he has been doing there. So he opens the door and goes into the blacksmith's cottage. There, in one corner, the grandfather is sleeping, seeing his magnificent dreams. And on one wall, there are all kinds of hammers and chisels, pickaxes, tools. On another wall, there are swords and armors and axes and shields. And on the third wall, there's jewelry, crowns, rings, necklaces. And the devil is just amazed. Oh, and the devil sees the force and the anvil. And in the far end of the room, he sees a small fire burning, the melting fire for the iron. And there's this large blower that you can blow air to the fire. And devil goes, I must try it. I must try. What happens when I pull the lever? And he goes there and he pulls the lever. Whoosh! The gasp of air goes under the fire, and the whole room was full of fire, and everything is like burning. But it calms down, and grandfather is still sleeping. And the devil looks at grandfather and realizes, I must try it once more, because grandfather will not let me never ever enter again. So the devil takes the lever and pulls again, and some coals are being thrown out from the fire, and grandfather begins to wake up. But grandfather is quite slow when he's just waking up from a dream. Who is she? Who has come to my cottage? And he sleeps a little bit more, and devil sees the opportunity. I must try it one more time, or grandfather will never let me in again. So he takes with all his strength and pulls the lever, so that all the fire, all the coals, everything blows up out from the door. The grandfather, the devil, the jewelry, the armor, the swords, the axes, the hammers, everything is blown into the void. And from that day on, there are the stars and the planets. That's the story of creation. We all are storytellers, and folk tales are just amazing. So, the third exercise. Whew, the third exercise. Are you ready for it? Actually, it's quite fascinating one. You take a text of prose, a book, a page maybe, and you can learn it by heart, or you can read it, and you read it into your recorder, into your smartphone, and you try to read it like you are reading it to a child. Or even better exercise, when you have children, read a lot of stories to them, and not only children's stories, but books that you love. Like I'm reading to my child the universe of Tolkien, The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings, because I love those books, and children are so impressed when I'm reading them, because I am excited and they are excited therefore. But sometimes I read some children's stories, sometimes some Brothers Grimm, that I don't read kind of crap stories, but I love deep stories. That's my preference. And you can record it and you can post it on SoundCloud. You can read the whole book in. Just do a series. You reading. I once did it with a shamanic drum. I was like doing the introduction music. And then the chapter 1 in my own language, so my pronunciation is more clearer. So when you do this exercise, you acquire a lot of new words, deep use of words, how sentences are formed, and the clarity of your speech improves a lot. And another thing, you begin to feel comfortable by speaking up of long texts and performing them actually. And when you record and when you share it on your social media to your friends, etc., you get feedback and you can improve. Don't be afraid of feedback. Be afraid of procrastination and aimless wandering. Just take one of those exercises and begin from one of them, and you can become a great storyteller at your home, and at one point you are ready to face the world and face the public. So I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe and check out the 8 exercises for the voice, and join the waitlist for the school for the alchemy of voice. Goodbye.